Well, I appear to be live, and the question um, is there anybody there? Let's see if I can share this. Okay, yes, I can get the share link here. Copy. Right, and I shall go to my Facebook. Yes, this didn't work. Didn't work so well. Paste. Okay, that's on there. And is it on my channel? This is the question. Hey, Tomo! All safe with you? Everybody's in chat now. This is just using the webcam live. So obviously much better, much clearer. Yes, my Minicam app with all the green screens. This is my green screen. Was obviously not powerful enough. It said excellent connection when I started, but am I okay? I'm fine. Excuse me. I've just had a pint of beer and 2 fairy cakes and some sandwiches and some mature cheddar cheese. And there are cakes and things and bars of chocolate from England in the fridge. Shikoku is fine, but Kanto is terrible. Yeah, I was talking to Kaz, or messaging Kaz earlier, and Chiba seems okay where he is in Chiba. I've seen video of like a tornado going through Chiba. And Asagi was on she's probably still on, and the house she's in, her boyfriend's house, was shaking and rattling like crazy. But here in Belgium, it's just grey skies, calm, peaceful. So, yes, I was for those of you. Yes, hopefully I need to check my channel to see whether I'm up on my channel. My channel. Am I live now? Can I tell? Yes, not live as we know it. Yes. Okay, that's good. Yes, I saw on Twitter and that you were planning to go to Tokyo. It was a good job you didn't, actually. Yeah, but it's a bit of a pain though. You got 4 days off. You took one extra day off, and you're stuck at home. Yeah. What are you doing instead? Exploring Shikoku. Well, yeah. No, but yes, this is all to do with, like I was saying, you might not have heard with all the choppy audio, but I've been using now for the StreamYard app, the one that Gimme a Flake Man uses, the one that quite a few people use as a replacement for Google Hangouts, so that you can actually invite people onto the show. It works very well. It's all the hard work is done by the StreamYard people. English class, jolly good. And it means that your computer doesn't have problems with choppy audio and all that business if you use the StreamYard app. But their free version, which included a custom RTMP server, which meant that I didn't have to specifically connect my YouTube channel in bonds of subservience to StreamYard, giving them access to this, that, and the other, and control over my videos. I could just use a custom link. Each week I used a fresh custom RTMP server and put in the stream key and blah, blah, blah. And that just meant I could use the StreamYard app and invite people on, and it all went very well. But now you have to pay for that facility, or you have to do the paid subscription, which is $20 a month, which is more than $200 a year. Don't know what that is in euros, but that's more than I'm prepared to pay for this. If I was a big YouTuber, it wouldn't matter. But and if I was earning substantial amounts of money, it also would not matter. But €20 a month is not something I can afford. That's like a few days' groceries. Satuichi Festival. Yes, crossing over. Yeah, the inland sea during the middle of a typhoon. Not a good idea. No. Yes, the inland sea, the Seto inland seas is nice. I mean, when I was in Onamichi, I got a nice view of that. So, what are the rest of you up to? There are 5 people watching. Make yourselves known. But yes, this is a problem for next week. I might not be able to invite the guest on that I was hoping to invite on, because with this setup, you can't invite anybody on. It just goes straight from your webcam into YouTube directly. I mean, luckily there is live chat, but so I can interact with people. Yes, tomorrow I've got to, after this I've got to plan where I'm going to take my parents tomorrow. I'm just in my spare room in Belgium, which is actually my real living room is downstairs where my parents are now sat. But I'm upstairs in my fake fake Chanama living room. I shall not remove the curtain because then you'll see my bed. But it has quite good acoustics, this room. If you noticed in the advert, after the music stopped playing, I did a voiceover, and I've been practicing my voiceovers. I take this microphone and I place it in a cupboard behind here, and the cupboard is stuffed with 2 pillows and a dressing gown, and the microphone rests on there, and it sounds just like a recording studio. It's very, very good. I've lost a viewer. I'm sorry. They gave up. But that I'm preparing at the moment, trying to prepare a demo reel. We'd rather want to see my real room. Well, there's the cupboard with one of the pillows stuffed in it. Excuse that thread hanging down there, and that dark material. That's the dressing gown. And I put the microphone in there, and I stick my head in there, and I read excerpts from short stories, and things like that. LA is burning. It's burning. In the sense of you can't see well. Look, there's the bed that I'm sat on, and then this is a cupboard here. The inner secrets of Simon No Chanama. Yes, it's LA. What time is it in LA? It's early morning in Los Angeles. It's about six in the morning or something. I'm very dedicated. Thank you, MS. Two other viewers have given up. But yes, I've done kind of like tourist guide style introductions to Brussels. I've done corporate training video type style voiceovers. I'm trying to get a range of voiceovers together because I think I mentioned previous week. Well, I had that voice artist on as a guest a couple of weeks ago, and prior to that, my friend in Tokyo had said, I should do something with my voice. So I made an effort and I talked to a voice coach in Brussels at our Skype meeting with him, an English actor who gives voice lessons to non-English speakers. So actually giving English lessons to me was rather superfluous, but he did give me some good advice and some names of studios and names of other voice actors. Not a lot of English voice actors actually in Belgium. Not a great deal of demand for them, and the ones that are here have cornered the market. So whether I will actually get any work in Belgium as a doing voice acting is is an interesting question. But there's always online. Almost 5 a.m. Oh, and yeah, in a week or so the time changes here, so it'll be 4 a.m. next time. Yeah, so I have hopefully next week got a Skype meeting with another voice actor, a woman, an Australian woman who lives in Brussels and has some quite good voice acting experience and works in the theatre and so on. And she's in a group on Facebook that it's like a closed voice actors group. And they have workshops, and I've been allowed to join the group, which is rather good, even though I've not actually started voice acting. And I shall be able to see when these voice acting workshops take place and hopefully go to them. Because it would be good to just sit here and talk and have people pay me for it, to be quite honest. But I also tried, I mean, I did this voice that you're all used to, and which is pretty much my normal speaking English voice. And but I also tried to do some variations. Like I said, I did some stories and did some short stories, just about 15, 20 seconds of talking, a bit of text that I copied and stuck in that cupboard and read while over the microphone, and I was doing voices, ladies' voices and old men's voices, and with various emotions. One day I might play them to you, and you can see. Or one day you might all listen to one of my audiobooks, or an audiobook narrated by me. I also did one. There's quite popular now things. For example, Stephen Fry does them. Books to send you to sleep, stories to send you to sleep. Thank you, MS. The voice chappie in Brussels immediately recognised that there was something there, and this is why I'm going to talk to this voice actor woman next week. Hopefully, she's very busy, but she said she'd try and set up a Skype meeting, and then I'm going to ask her where to send my voice demos, and hopefully go to one of these workshops and network and so on. But I've been doing this now for years, so it's about time, I suppose. I should, try and make something of it. Well, I got 3 dedicated viewers, one of whom is me, I believe. So, what's the rest of your day going to look like, MS? In burning Los Angeles? You could go and do yoga. You could go down to Culver City, to my friend Donna, and have some nice yoga. For any idea? Well, like I say, I've got a demo reel in the pipeline. I've got 9 clips. 2 of them are about a minute. I might trim them down. The majority are stories. Well, it's not half and half. Like half of them are taken from short stories, and the other half are like things like I said, a corporate, global warming, social responsibility. That's one of them. You live near Culver. You're more of a runner. Yes. I mean, yeah, yoga is not ideal for cardio unless you do the sun salutation. Hey, you woke up and stopped by. That's very kind. Vids of your mum. As you can see, um, I'm not in my usual living room. Um, well, I am. I mean, I am but reality has crashed in, and the streaming app that I thought would work well did not. And apparently, my audio was terribly choppy. So I've had to cancel that stream. And so everybody who's clicked on it now comes to an empty stream. But hopefully they'll read the comments and notice that and hear that terrible audio and come and see this stream. Yes, I think I'm not quite sure. She used to. Yes, my friend in Culver City used to run yoga classes in her house, but now she does it at Yoga West, which no idea where that is. It's somewhere in Culver City. So is it? Is it Bilko? Hey, the gang's gathering. I was trying to encourage Mindy's mom and Joyce and William Logan, but they're all over at Asagi's live stream. I'm not quite as photogenic as Asagi, so I don't think they'll come here. Let's see. Did anybody like my link? Is that what those notifications are? No. Oh yes. Oh no, they like my old link. Oh dear. That's my friend Keiko in Nagoya, and Daniel in Kyushu. Where am I? I've lost myself. Where am I? Ah, live streaming. So Vids of Mum's now woken up, said hello, and he's gone back to bed. It's Saturday. You do that on a Sunday. Yeah, so like I was saying before, after this, I've got to think of somewhere to go tomorrow with my parents. Hasn't got to be too far in the car. And we've been to most of the places where you can go within an hour. There's a place, sort of depending on the weather, about an hour north of here, with heathland and woodland. But whether that's something my parents would want to do, and my sons, getting my sons to come along is a tricky business as well. It used to be easy for all those who have children. It's easy when they're small, but when they're adults, it's a bit difficult. Ah, Vids is still there. That's good. So I'm broadcasting smoothly around the world, and mostly in the Pacific region, it seems. Bilko, where are you, Bilko? You UK? I can't remember. Inform me. I may forget again next week. Inform me now. Sweden, that's it. Sweden, but formerly UK, I believe. Sweden. So yes, I am around the world. That's good. I'm covered, as it were. Don't actually have any viewers or anybody in Belgium. Haha, there he is. The sushi master and birthday boy. Everybody say happy birthday to Englandese. Oh, hello. What's that? Facebook. Oh, that's my friend Phyllis from America. She's actually in Japan at the moment, in Yamaguchi. So Road tripping. Kintaiko Bridge. Oh, nice. I'll just have to like that. Oh, and she's been to Hagi from the photographs I can see. Excuse me, I'm. You've also just had a wedding party, so there's your 3 sheets to the wind, unless you were driving. Yes, yes, his 3 sheets to the wind. It's my drunk your family there. Hello, family. Atsumi and Atsumi's family. If I'm on the big screen in your house, or if I'm in the palm of Inglenese's hand on his phone. Hello. The Western, yeah, Yamaguchi, because you're in Yamaguchi, Inglenese, and from the photographs, it appears that from my friend there who's been out touring today, not a sign of rain or wind at all there. That's yes, you're slightly tired. Prep for it. Hello. Oh, good. The gang's almost all here. Maybe Dean might join us. Nightbreed. I mean, I spammed everybody having my morning coffee at the coffee shop with my parents this morning. I was being very sociable and just spamming the link to everybody. The wrong link now, obviously, because that live stream didn't work. Where is Dean? That's a good question. He was on Instagram, sat with his sunglasses on, so I liked it. But that's about as much communication as I've had with him. Wow, you're young, Inglenese. Yes, you're one of the youngest people in the chat at the moment, Inglenese. You don't feel young. Well, yeah, that's from feeling tired. Fatherhood will do that to you. Yes, you'll start getting sort of these, and they won't go away. Laugh lines that don't disappear when you stop laughing. I'm just having a quick look at these photographs again. That's the family. That's Hagi. That's some Japanese ice cream. That's Kintaiko. I can show you Kintaiko Bridge. I think probably all of you know it. There, yeah. So that's actually a photograph from today of Kintaiko Bridge in Yamaguchi Prefecture. I hope to go there one time. I've been to Yamaguchi several times, but not. I will see on Facebook in the near future, Simon. Your wrinkles. I have special. I can smooth my wrinkles on my adverts. I have a special thing on my editor that I can color grade and adjust my wrinkles. Yes, Bilko, 32. I'm trying to think back. I think 32. I wasn't married. Let's think. 1990. God, when was it? 1990. 1998. Well, no, yes, I was. Just. There is a reason I don't have 4K. It's also a financial reason that I don't have 4K. I'm talking the wrong side of the microphone. I'm sorry. It wasn't even the same century. No. Are you a boy or a girl, Inglenese? Asks Tomo. This in his current state, he's not sure. Male. Oh, that's why you said male. Okay. Sorry. I didn't see that previous question. I can. Yes, he's definitely male, and Mrs. Ingleneese is definitely female. Hello, Mrs. Ingleneese, if you're watching. And Tomo is female. Yes, we can confirm that. We all went to school in the 1900s. Oh, God. Yes. When digital watches and electronic calculators were amazing and a new invention. I can remember in the playground at school when somebody came and showed off their digital watch. It was like a red, sort of glowing numbers. Wow. This microphone prep for it is a blue snowball ice. I think it's ice. Yeah, not if it was just a blue snowball, I'd have a switch on the back here, which would be able to switch modes from cardioid, which means it only picks up sound sort of around this area, to omnidirectional, which means it picks up. But this one is cardioid and just picks it up here, which gives it the it's USB, so it plugs straight into your computer and really is only used for this kind of thing. I've discovered for voiceover work, it's a big no-no unless you're just practicing. Yes, those red digit clocks, and the battery died in 2 weeks. Okay, Englandese and Tomo are getting it on in the comments. So yeah, I mean, I think they're not too expensive actually. There are better ones from the Blue series. The Blue Yeti is better than this one, but this is a good general all round microphone. Play some Marvin Gaye. Sexual healing. I can't sing. Yeah, it's ideal for podcasts and YouTube and practicing music with. But if you want to do proper stuff, you need a a diaphragm microphone with phantom power and an XLR cable and an interface. Apparently, been researching this. You can tell. I'm just looking at my empty beer glass and but trying to resist. It's got to last me all week. The beer that my parents brought. You should go back to sleep. Okay, everybody, say good night to vids of your mom. And imagine that in his bookcases has a collection of videos, vids of your mom. Go watch your mom, indeed. Hello, Radri. Radri, not on the train. Phantom of the Power performance art. Well, I've done performance art. I can tell you. You have to have nerves of steel and no shame. Or 2 pints of strong beer from the local pub before you go out and do performance art. Blimey, vids of your mum goes and 4 people disappear from. they've all gone to bed. What kind of performance art? We want story time. Well, once upon a time, when I was at art college, we just had film and video and photography. And I was doing video art and film art. And then in the second year, they decided to bring in a performance artist tutor. And basically, she sat us down in the studio, and we all had to randomly think of stories, make stories up. Uh, what do you call it? She would give us pass an object around like a book, or I think we had a tin full of old buttons, and we had to make up a story on the spot about it and tell it, or just imagine we were just use our imaginations, be a tree, and all this kind of business. And I think we used to hide if we saw her coming, in case she roped it, because she was known for roping people into performance art stuff. But yes, at my end of term for that year, I decided to do a performance art piece in the foyer of the art building. And so, living in a student house, I think I've told this story before, but it was quite easy to. I had a plan, and it was quite easy to collect at least 2 weeks worth of rubbish, basically waste. That student house, bin bags full of disgusting, half rotting food and God knows what. And I then collected all these bin bags up and took them in a taxi, which got strange looks from the taxi driver, to my college, and then proceeded to take them into the foyer of the college. And then I also had a video going with a monitor, and it was my disembodied head floating about on the screen. And I can't remember what I was narrating, but there was some kind of narration going on over that. So everybody was sat round in the foyer, and it was an open foyer with 2 stories. So there were people on the balcony all looking down, and I was dressed in basically rags, and had like a gas mask type thing on, and goggles. So I was kind of protected because I knew what was in these bin bags, and I then proceeded to open the bin bags and tip them out onto the floor of the art foyer. And then I had rubber gloves on, so because it was disgusting. And then I arranged what was in the bags into a picture that covered or took up almost the entire floor of the foyer. And it was a sort of a border made up of rubbish, and in the middle of the border was a two-dimensional picture of a human fetus. And what I didn't realize, because I was wearing the gas mask and I was quite busy trying to make this fetus shape with all this rotting rubbish, was that it was rotting rubbish and it stank. And the entire foyer was filled with this smell of weeks old, like off milk and God knows what. And it was rising up to the people on the balcony. And I think that was one of the last times I actually did performance art. I don't think they asked me again. I can't remember what I got for it, whether what marks I got for it, how it was assessed. I think they were impressed. The tutors, anyway. Of course, I had to clean it up afterwards, and my fellow students actually helped, which is rather good. And I think the caretaker was a bit pissed off. So that was my story. Performance art. I don't do that anymore. When you're in your early 20s and enthusiastic, this is what you do. It's all gone quiet in the comments. People are thinking, oh my God. Like busking, no shame. Prep for it. You're an actor quite often. Oh, prep for it. Well, you have to follow me on Facebook and we can chat about and swap tips and stuff. Or I could, ask you for tips. Ah, you were listening to the story. That's good. I'm afraid there weren't many visuals with it. I mean, if I'd known I was going to tell that story, I could have had. Well, I couldn't because my green screen doesn't work, because the app doesn't work, because StreamYard's being a pain. So, yes, and I'm not going to go and get my bin from downstairs in the kitchen just to illustrate that story. But as those days are gone, and live on only in stories. Yes, there's one middle-aged dad's performance art, weekly performances on the microphone. Yes, those were the days when you were so enthusiastic about the music you were into that you would walk back three or 4 miles from the disco that you were at, so you could get the records. I mean the actual vinyl records. That's how long ago it was that you wanted to be played at the student disco, and you had to be drunk to do this, of course. To walk all the way from the disco back to your digs, get the records, walk back, just for them to play 3 punk songs. Again, something I would not do anymore. You have to do these things once in your life, just to say that you've done it. Because let's face it, discos, unless you like to dance around your handbag, um, yes, they don't offer much in the way of good music if you're into more alternative types of music. Yes, I once also went to uh, what do you call them? I can't remember the English word for it now. A squatter, a squatter's gig. Now, that doesn't mean people are like sat squat around. It means that an abandoned building has been taken over, and a bunch of punks took over this abandoned building in the town where I was living while I was at college, and invited their band friends around. So there were about 2 or 3 punk bands giving an impromptu concert in this building, all totally illegal, and everybody there was like doing hot knives and spliffs and God knows what. And I think at a certain point, we gave up and ran away, which was when I think the point when the police arrived. I've had a lot of trouble getting new guests. Yes, generally it's drying up. My sources are drying up, largely because yes, I keep asking people, and people keep saying possibly, uh, and I've got various irons in the fire, as it were. But it's now I have a guest for next week, but the problem is getting them on the show because there's no Google Hangouts. Obviously, not since August this year. That's all gone. The StreamYard app allows you to send an invite out, and people can join very easily, which I've discovered. But they've now made that feature like one of the paid options, unless you connect your channel in unholy wedlock with their app. Getting new guests is a lot of work. Yes, there's I mean, I suppose if I networked here in Belgium a bit more with other human beings, I might come across people that would potentially be guests. They would have to sort of then use their English skills, obviously because it's not a native English speaking country. It's not a party until the police arrive. Yeah. Also, that was, I think, my first and last squatter party. Again, something you just have to do to get it out of your system. You're not getting burned out on Why Come Japan, but that's good. I mean, you're there, and your guests are there in the surroundings. My guests are mostly 6,000 kilometers away. Um, it's tricky. So if you've got any old guests you've got left, can I have some? Yeah, you can. You can. I think there's a way to get guests on using OBS, but it's a workaround. But the problem is my computer. I tried OBS. I've got it. I had it, and I deleted it. But you need this sound card, that graphics card, this, that, and the other, and so much RAM and you know, clock speed and God knows what for it to work. It just wouldn't. I set it all up, and I thought I'm going to try a stream with OBS, and I pressed stream, and it said error. Such and such is not installed. Such and such is not installed. And I'm not going to go to the computer shop and say, hey, please, can you install these? And here is a lot of money. Yes, building rapport. Yes, with total unknowns. That's also difficult. Yes, there are crude hacks to get. I mean, I had tried a crude hack with the previous app that I'd got, using like a screen share. And when Google Hangouts used to have just the old Google Hangout, which was just a video chat thing, so I sent a link to myself to my phone as a Google Chat link, so that I appeared on the phone, and was able somehow, I can't remember how, to get that on screen as a screen share, but it was just awful. So it would be nice somehow to get some kind of app. I'm going to have to investigate this coming week, as well as trying to investigate about this background of this guest. He said he didn't mind informal, but I mean, he's a musician from England, so it would be interesting to get a bit of background information, just so I know what I'm talking about and when I'm talking to him. But whilst doing that, I also have to try and investigate a way to get him on the show. Oh, somebody joined and left again. Vids of him on. He woke up, checked to see, fell back asleep again. You're at the coffee shop and you can't hear what I say, Azaturs. People in comments, please can you transcribe what I'm saying for my filmmaker friend Azaturs, who's at a coffee shop. Azaturs, if you're still there and you can hear me, when are you going to send the voiceover bits that I have to do? You've got to go for work prep for it. If that's voice acting work, I'm jealous, but have a good day. Oh, Mandy, no longer in Massachusetts, probably back in New York. Hey! You got a loud alarm on your phone about the typhoon. Oh, be careful. Have you got shutters? Can you shutter your shutters? Oh, you're at work. Oh, everybody, this is Mandy. Mandy, my friend Mandy, who is in uptown New York, Manhattan even, lying on a couch, doing work. Brooklyn. She's lying on a couch in Brooklyn doing work. Actually, she's very good at what she does. Oh, you're sitting on a stool. Okay. She's very good at what she does, sitting on a stool as well. You keep the couch glued to the ground. Send me a couch. It's going to be one of those shows, isn't it? Oh, I'm on my bed. So I'm working from my bed here. Over prepare. Well, this is a big typhoon. This is a big typhoon. I mean, you know, I've seen people. I've seen Asagi's house, well, her boyfriend's house, shake on camera. So it must be quite big. You're in your bathtub in Sweden. Okay. Don't drop the phone. Pics or it didn't happen, says Mandy. You'll have to, yes. I mean, you'll have to like connect with each other on Facebook and send each other pics. You on your couch and him in his on your stool and him in his bath. Biggest in recorded history, and here we are, all calm in my living room. Yes, I'm going to check in after the show. I'm going to check in again with people in Japan and see if they're okay. Couch first, then the pigs. I've seen the couch. I've also seen Mandy. I could ask Mandy. Mandy would be good for finding guests for me. She did. I've still got to contact that guitarist chappie of yours. That I'm still waiting for questions. I'm still trying to think of questions for him. Sparky or something like this. It's called Sparky. That's it, Sparky. Very Japanese name, Sparky. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook, actually. Sparky Kwano, yeah. Hang on a minute. I don't know. There was a band called the Mummies, and they had a drummer. No, he wasn't in the Mummies, was he? No. Supaki. Yes, but it all could be academic, Mandy. I've just been telling people ad nauseum that my app that allows me to get people on the show has demanded payment, or now demands payment for me to be able to do that. What app were you looking for? I'm looking, Azatours, for an app that will enable me to send an invite to a potential guest so that they can just pop in, join the show, and I can have a guest on the show. If you know of anything like that, other than Skype, I mean, I think that yes, there was a thing with OBS where you could get a Skype, but you basically had to sort of screen share Skype conversation. Skype, yeah, or chat roulette, or WhatsApp, or Snapchat. Yes, random people from just send out links. Hello, welcome to Simon O'Chanama's performance art show. Who are you? Omegle, that's it. That was the one. Not chat. Omegle. Yeah. I don't want kids on the show particularly. Swipe right for guests. And see lots of penis. Oh God, no. I have another channel. This is something I was thinking about the other night when I discovered that you had to pay to join StreamYard to get anything. I have another channel, but there are no subscribers and no videos. So I was thinking possibly I could connect that channel to StreamYard on the free version, and do my live shows there. But that would mean you would all have to subscribe to my new channel to be able to see the show. then it would be exclusively a live streaming thingy. Yes, yeah. I think we've all got spare channels. I've got about 4. But this one is actually, I think is connected to a Gmail account or something like that. I have to create the channel actually. I've got a Gmail account. So I can give that to StreamYard, who can have access to this, that, and the other, and discover that there's bugger all there for them to access, apart from when I do live streams. So because they're all after the information to sell on to third parties to make money for themselves, so that you can use the free service, as it were. But I don't like them poking about in my data. Well, I start with a new name. Well, yes, I could change the name slightly or something. What I could do live streams on that show and do the replays, transfer the replays to. Oh, no, that's a bit of double work. I don't know. But anyway, that's a possibility. That may happen. That may happen for next week. There may be a sort of a sudden brand new Simon No Chanama channel linked to StreamYard for next week. In which case, hopefully, it would get some subscribers. You don't necessarily have to subscribe, but you wouldn't get the notifications. Although if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram and I have been a previous guest and are connected with me on Facebook, you'll get links anyway. But for building new subscribers, it basically have to start from scratch. What do I think about Iraqi being stripped of all its Michelin stars? I don't know. Ask the audience. Who is Iraqi, and where is it, and how many stars did they have, and did they deserve it? Subscribers, yes. Yeah, well, I mean, subscribers. I mean, subscribers are my audience also. When I look at my analytics, most of the people that watch are actually subscribed. I mean, it's not that I'm more interested in the audience. I'm more interested in you, audience, the audience, than subscribing. So I mean, even if you didn't subscribe, but you still watched and turned up, I'd be quite happy. It just seems a bit of a faff. That's all. After 6 years of being able to use Google Hangouts, and it all went smoothly. Some of yours never subscribe. Most never subscribe. I don't know what their fear is. Why, I mean, although, yeah, notifications are a bit rubbish on YouTube these days. It doesn't matter whether you're subscribed. You don't always get the notifications anyway. I'm still waiting, Mandy, for you to tell me what Iraqi is. Where is it? And well, most of the people that subscribe hopefully come for me as well as my guest. This is my hope for those days or those shows where it's just me. I mean, I gained 2 subscribers this week, and hopefully they're watching, or will watch the replay and will not be too disappointed. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. Educational videos, yes, like that Setsubun one, and the nature shows. Well, I haven't been out into nature with my. I did try. It just depends on 4G really connectivity. And I can't see anybody in the comments when I do that. So it's basically like this, me rambling on, and imagining people watching and imagining him having a conversation. Work got busy for a second. She was spinning on that stool like I don't know what. It's a sushi restaurant in London. I shall have to Google that. In Sweden. The stool was trying to run away. Okay, it's that kind of club. And it's a guy there with a rubber mask on and and a collar around his neck who was being a stool. Again, I'm giving them all the wrong idea, Mandy, here. The stool is a brown blob. Oh, dear. You saw wasabi. Genuine wasabi? Or was it horseradish dyed green? Nail the stool to the floor. Okay. It's one of those stream of consciousness shows again. Well, I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. And staying safe inside with the wind and rain battering your houses in Japan, or not in Shikoku. Closed wasabi. I presume that's the name of a restaurant. My mouth is getting dry. But if I go now, no. Drink something. If you excuse me, I'm just going to go and get a beer. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I hope you all didn't run away, because I'm back. Okay, beer. Mini Mars bars. Okay, where were we? Kanpai. Yes, this intermission card. You can get that with one of those apps that, if you have a computer that allows you to do those apps. You love pie. I love pie. I had apple pie yesterday from my parents. I now have a mouthful of Mars bar. We should play charades. Okay. Movie and a book and 6 words. Okay. First word. Need some nuts. No, I got mini Mars bars. Courtesy of the parents. Mm. 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 Do I have to go on with this? Has nobody got it yet? Mm. Mm. Nose flapping dolphin. Okay. Has anybody else got it? So this means first word. First word is. Second word is. Third word is. Fourth word is. Fifth word is. Fly, yes. Oh, fly over, yes. Yeah, MS, got it. Congratulations to MS. I would have a here we go. Have a Mars bar. Nest sounds like rest. Index flap wave T goldfish. The famous book and film. First, I think it means for. I can't remember. I haven't watched that for ages. I think that means that's the first word or something. Drunk charades with Mars bars. We don't get this on Tokyo Drew. So, Asateurs, I'm still waiting for the email. The new Joker movie. Mm. Cuckoo, yeah, cuckoo. Well, it can't make a noise, can you? Just go... Or it's somebody being poked. Do I like to draw? Sometimes, said the man with a degree in art, but who only draws really when he's making Christmas cards for certain friends. Because otherwise, I'm wearing earphones. Otherwise, my TV will play the volume, and it'll go feed back into the. I don't have to wear the earphones. Actually, it's just a habit. What do I draw? Mostly Christmas scenes and things like that for Christmas cards for friends. Oh my God! Look, Asatours, you can do your memes. I don't mind. But what about this voice acting exploitation things I'm supposed to be doing? I need the practice, you see. I've got a voice reel, and I could possibly, if these things actually get used for your films, I could put those on my voice reel as well. No, this isn't my bed sheet. This isn't my bed sheet either, but it is a bed sheet. This is a green screen made of a sheet. That's my bed sheet there behind it. It's on some cardboard rolls with some pegs on the either side of the cardboard roll, and the cardboard roll is propped into an artist's easel, which is balancing on my bed. Technical stuff. No expense spared. I have now had 4 little Mars bars and half a glass of beer. I drink like a fish. I have been abstinent for about 3 months, so I'm making up for lost time. A smiley face does not tell me anything, Asatours. I'm expecting a ping on my Facebook chat. Thank you. How am I hanging that? How am I hanging? To the left. Read your previous messages. YouTube Gold right there. How are you hanging that? I need it from. Oh. You being lazy. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yes, it's nearly getting. I may do a Halloween. I shall be appearing, ladies and gentlemen, in Shivers' YouTube Halloween video collaboration thing. I did a thing for that. I did one last year, and she asked again, and so I did send her another, video. So that will be appearing on Halloween, and I may do a special Halloween live stream, of course. But there won't be Mars bars or beer for that, because my parents will have gone back to England, and I shall be on a diet again. But I may have pumpkin. I don't know. We used to do that. I used to do that when my kids were younger. We used to carve pumpkins. But now they're 20 and 18 and not into that sort of thing anymore. Well, this appears to be going quite well. Next week on Simon O'Chanama Show, I shall have a guest and we shall do charades. I don't know. If I can figure out how to get a guest on that show. Well, yes, I have. I'm going to surreptitiously create a completely new channel. Have I had a deep fries, Marv? You've been to England. Yes, definitely. Tomo definitely has been to England because she has come across the phenomenon known as deep fried Mars bars. No, I have not. I came across that phenomenon in sort of the early 1990s, in the sort of the west of the county I was living in, which was kind of rough and poor. And so a deep fried Mars bar was a substantial meal. Undefeated. The undefeated champion of charades, MS, in Los Angeles. All the way from Los Angeles, the undefeated champion of charades. In his charades outfit. No, I'm not in Los Angeles. MS is in Los Angeles. I'm in my bedroom. Oh, yes. That's what you meant by it was burning. I see. It actually is burning. Yes, California. California, big cats and fires. Duh. Yeah, all right, Mandy. You just keep control of your stool. And as it is, when you've had your coffee and you get back, some people have left. You just missed everything I said. You were too busy with your stool. You are busy with your stool. Come back. Oh, no. Oh, no, you're replying to MS. Okay. Are you all right then, though, MS? Are you in the downtown area, not up in the woods and the hills? Dibble! You've not been looking at the links I've been sending you. It says sent but not received. How is London? Have you stopped chiseling and joined the show? Not been on Facebook. That would explain it. I'm never off. That explains a lot as well. So I've been showing people my my bedroom. Mandy in New York has been on her stool, and MS in Sweden has won charades. Asaturs is having a coffee. Sergeant Bilko is in his bath, still presumably in Sweden. Tomo is inside and safe in Shikoku, and Radri is debating whether to close his shutters. Charades. Charades. Yeah, from the valley. Oh, that's, yeah. You got relatives there, presumably. Mm-mm. Not debating, doing. They're closed. Good. You sent Kiki out to close them earlier. Ah, Mandy stayed in a haunted hotel. Here's Johnny. They were closed 5 hours ago, mysteriously. The workshop, otherwise known as the shed. It's filling up with stuff from the garden. Do I want to see the sequel to The Shining? I want to see The Shining first. Not actually seen it. Doctor Sleep. I've never seen The Shining, caps lock. No. Only that bit where he goes through the. There's lots of things I've not seen with Jack Nicholson. Holy sheet. Not a Kubrick fan. I've seen Clockwork Orange. I've seen 2001. Did he do? No, that was somebody else. Can't remember. Kurt Vonnegut, who did Catch 22, wasn't it? I do like Jack Nicholson. Just not a big fan of horror films and stuff like that. Too many twins bicycling in Shining 2. Two tricycles for the price of one. Catch 22. That was Kurt Vonnegut, I believe. Yossarian. How relevant is Eyes Wide Shut with the whole Epstein saga? Joseph Heller. Thank you, Bilko. It's getting deep now. Talking to a man who just played charades. I can hear all your voices in my head, as you reply. Mandy was a good movie. This is news to me, Mandy. You should tell me more. Well, I've gone over time here, but we're all having fun, so it doesn't matter. I know who Kathy Nijimi is now. I'm waiting for Azotus to chip in with his film knowledge now, but he's just now buzzing with coffee. This is where I fall short. My film knowledge evaporates. Shirley Jeffrey from A Clockwork Orange. Now, Shirley Jeffrey from I'm trying to think of any female characters from A Clockwork Orange, and I can only think of the woman in the rape scene with the giant penis. Is that Shirley Jeffrey? There you are. Mandy Marie sat on Malcolm McDowell's lap and he gave her a kiss. How many people in the audience can say that? Now, this is a cultural show, this one. The Simon O'Chanama, It's Life, Jim, but not as we know it show. What, my show? Like a bad bee disaster movie? Are you a Trekkie? I'm more of a Trekkie than a Star Wars fan, I would say, but only TOS, and not TNG or anything after that. Hence the appearance of Spock in my advert. The original, the late lamented Leonard Nimoy. Do I prefer Kirk? Yeah, to be honest. With all his wonderful acting skills. I prefer Kirk to Picard. as a captain, Pike. There you are. No, Kirk. Yeah, Kirk Douglas. There's my Kirk Douglas chin. See, that's how much I admire Kirk Douglas. Star Trek V. That's the new series. I've not watched the new series other than to see the sort of like the debacle of debate that goes on about it. No. No, Star Trek V is not the new series. Discovery. Oh, all right. Shanta. Oh, you mean the movie? No, the movie's no. I kind of season 1 and season 2 of original series, and that's it really. They sing "Row, row, row your boat" the entire movie. Well, no. You'd want your money back if they did that. No, Captain Pike in the Star Trek pilot, original series pilot, is the one I like. Jeffrey Hunter. There, you see, that proves how much I know the actors' names in the original Star Wars as well, so that's no biggie. I mean, put it this way, I used to like Star Wars a lot when I was 11 and 13 and 15, but I prefer Star Trek now. Alec Guinness over Ewan McGregor. I quite like Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. Alec Guinness didn't do a lot, apart from be Alec Guinness with a beard. These are not the droids you're looking for. There we are. That's my Obi-Wan Alec Guinness voice. And with that, folks, I may round it up. Ewan didn't do much either. No. Man Trap. Which Man Trap was it called? That was the pilot called that? I can't remember. Yes, Jeffrey Hunter, the actor. The rest of the crew wasn't really up to much, although Majel Barrett did play number 1 in that episode. Oh, I'm a Trekkie. Series 1, episode 1, Man Trap. Yes, where they go to investigate a signal on a planet, Kirk and Spock and everybody, and discover that it's the old captain of the Enterprise. Yeah, but the pilot episode actually is a full episode with Captain Pike in it, which was then morphed into the series 1 episode. Trekkie again, sorry. I better stop before. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, there could be a guest. There could be an entirely new channel as well. It will be all over Facebook and Instagram if there is. And that will be linked to my StreamYard, or that channel will be connected possibly to the StreamYard app. Pilot was the cage. Yes, that's right. It will transpire one way or the other. If you see me like this next week, it means I didn't get the guest and I didn't fiddle about and connect channel number 2 with StreamYard. and we can do all this again and have more charades without the beer and Mars bars. And or we can have a guest with charades. Carol Straken. Okay. Okay. Have a good. Thanks, outdoors. You too. And waiting for the lines. Carol is like Carl. Does he play charades? Okay. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining me from around the world, in burning Los Angeles, in a bathtub in Sweden, from a coffee shop in Brighton, and from a shed in London, and from a brown blobby stool in New York, and from rattling, shaking suburbs of Tokyo, and anywhere that I'm at. And Shikoku, thank you for joining me. You've been marvelous company. I've enjoyed it. I meant stool like poop. Yes, I did, Mandy, but I didn't go there. I went with a guy in the rubber mask and the collar instead, who was trying to run away from you. You went there. Well, we know. You're not in a shed. I'm at your P. I'm terribly sorry. I'm in my bedroom at my computer. I should be going downstairs shortly and cleaning my hall. That is not a euphemism. I shall be actually cleaning the hall of my flat. So have fun, everybody, in Japan, Australia. But no, he's asleep. Sweden, Los Angeles, New York, and Shikoku, and anybody else who watches later, wherever you are. Enjoy the show, and see you next week. Thank you for joining, everybody. I'm going to end the stream. I'd like to carry on, but I have a hall to clean. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.